Have you ever been dismissed, not because of your skills, your voice, or your worth, but because of how you looked the moment you walked through a door? This is a story about power, pride, and perception. It's about a woman who built an empire, then walked into it looking like she didn't belong, and the receptionist who made the mistake of judging the queen in her own castle. But it's also a story of redemption, because sometimes the worst day of your life is actually the beginning of your purpose. Let me take you back to a Monday morning in downtown Seattle. The sky was low and gray, and rain rolled down the windows of Lenox Tower, a 20-story glass giant with the name Lenox Tech glowing in electric blue above the entrance. Inside the lobby, everything gleamed. Marble floors, brass accents, a massive LED screen with the latest company achievements on loop. At the front desk sat Maya Jensen, 28 years old, with sleek hair, a sharp suit, and sharper eyes. She was efficient, ambitious, and always the first to spot when something, or someone, was out of place. She checked her watch. 8:07 a.m. Right on cue, the glass doors opened. In walked an older woman, late 50s. She wore a faded tan trench coat with the collar turned up against the wind. Her shoes were scuffed, her satchel frayed, and her hair damp from the rain. No makeup, no badge, no assistant trailing behind her. Maya barely blinked. "Excuse me, ma'am. Deliveries go to the service entrance, around back." The woman paused and looked up with calm, steady eyes. "I'm not delivering anything." Maya narrowed her gaze. "Then you're here for?" "I have a meeting. On the top floor." "With who?" "I scheduled it." That answer made Maya frown. "Ma'am, this is a high-security building. You can't just walk in here claiming you have a meeting on the top floor. That's executive territory." The woman smiled gently. "Yes, I know." Maya straightened in her chair, now annoyed. "Do you have an appointment or not?" Just then the elevator dinged. A young man in jeans and a hoodie stepped out, typing something on his phone. He glanced up and stopped dead in his tracks. "Ms. Lennox." The woman turned, smiled. "Hello, Toby." Maya's heart stopped. Toby's jaw dropped. I didn't know you were coming in. They said you were." "Taking time," she said softly. "But I'm here now." He turned to Maya, his expression stunned. "This is Evelyn Lennox, founder." The woman who had turned a single software idea into one of the fastest growing tech companies in America. The woman who hadn't been seen in public since her husband died of a heart attack 3 years ago. Maya's throat went dry. Evelyn turned back to her. "I appreciate your concern for security, but perhaps we should continue this conversation in my office." Maya could barely nod. They rode the elevator in silence, the tension thick enough to slice. Maya could feel her own heartbeat in her ears. Evelyn Lennox stood like a quiet storm. No fury, no shouting, just a silence that said she had seen this before. The elevator opened on the executive floor, sleek, modern, empty. Evelyn's office had been untouched since the day she left. It still held the scent of lavender and cedar. A single photo of her and her husband smiled from the desk. Evelyn walked in and closed the door behind them. "Tell me, Maya," she said, gently but firmly. "What did you see when I walked into that lobby?" Maya swallowed hard. "I saw someone who didn't look like they belonged in this building." "Why? You weren't dressed like someone from this company." Evelyn nodded slowly. "Exactly." She moved to the window, watching the rain streak across the glass. "Do you know how this company started?" she asked. Maya shook her head. "I wore this same coat. Sat on the floor of my garage. Coding by day, delivering groceries by night. Nobody opened doors for me. Nobody thought I belonged either." She turned, eyes locking onto Maya's. "You judged me before I said a word. You assumed. Not based on behavior, but on appearance." Maya lowered her head. "I'm so sorry." "I'm not here for an apology," Evelyn said. "I'm here for an answer. Do you believe someone who makes that kind of mistake belongs at the front desk of a company that claims to value innovation, equity, and vision?" Maya's voice cracked. "I don't think I do." Evelyn nodded once. Then it settled. By noon, Maya was packing up her desk. Word spread like wildfire. The CEO had returned. The receptionist had been fired. The entire building buzzed with theories and rumors. Some whispered that Evelyn had been cruel. Others said Maya got what she deserved. But no one saw what happened next. Evelyn reappeared as Maya headed toward the exit. She held out an envelope. Maya stared, confused. "Is this a severance check?" "Not exactly," Evelyn said. Inside was a check for $10,000. And a handwritten note. "This isn't punishment. It's potential. Start over. Build better." Oh. Maya's eyes filled with tears. "You're giving me money?" "I'm giving you a seed," Evelyn said. "Whether you plant it, grow it, or waste it, that's up to you. But I believe in second chances. If you want one, this is it." Then she walked away. 1 year passed. Maya disappeared from the corporate world. No LinkedIn updates. No selfies. Just silence. Until one spring morning, a new local startup quietly launched in a rented co-working space on the outskirts of Seattle. Its name? Cover Decor. The mission? Training frontline staff, managers, and professionals in empathy, equity, and ethical communication. The first product was an interactive program called See Again, built to teach people how unconscious bias operates in real time. Its creator? Maya Jensen. She poured every dollar from Evelyn's check into building it. She spoke at colleges, trained nonprofits, and partnered with small businesses, teaching people to pause before they judged, to ask before they assumed, to lead with curiosity, not superiority. Her story became her calling card. Everywhere she went, she opened her talks with the same line. "I was the receptionist who fired herself because I forgot to look with human eyes." And then one day, a delivery arrived at the co-working space. Inside was a single envelope. No return address. No logo. Just her name on the front. She opened it. Inside, a handwritten note. "Still watching. Still believing. Keep building." Well, sometimes the people we think are unimportant carry the heaviest legacies. Sometimes being fired isn't the end, it's freedom in disguise. Maya's life changed not because she failed, but because someone saw something deeper in her failure. Evelyn could have embarrassed her. She could have dragged her name through HR. But instead, she gave her purpose. So let me ask you, who have you judged too quickly? Who have you dismissed with a glance? And more importantly, who might you become if someone gave you a second chance? Here's the truth. Wisdom doesn't always wear a suit. Sometimes it walks in soaked from the rain, in old shoes and a quiet voice. Respect shouldn't be based on appearance. Dignity doesn't come with a badge. Next time someone stands before you, pause. Really look. Ask yourself, what if this person is extraordinary? Because the people you overlook today might just hold the key to your transformation tomorrow. And if this story moved you even a little, don't keep it to yourself. Someone out there needs a second chance. Someone needs to hear that failure isn't final. Drop a repeat button in the comments if you believe in redemption. Hit that subscribe button for more true, powerful stories about people just like you. Stories that inspire.